So we talk about the importance of industrialized approach so that we simplify the renovation process by adding new technologies into prefabricated components, reducing timing and cost.
But which is the main difference between a traditional renovation approach and industrialized one?
So basically, the industrialized approach, we in the industrialized approach, you move all the activities from the on-site to off-site. This means that you have a controlled environment, so the quality should be higher, and then the all the details is studied in the design phase. You can apply quite simply in the process, on the whole process. Then you move these prefabricated components, facade, roof, and balconies from the factory to the site, and then you simply install into the facade, the existing facade, having less disturbance of the tenants and having at the end this kind of all-in-one component.
So, and what do you mean by all-in-one approach and deep renovation?
So we call this technology all-in-one because we have the facade, the industrialized facade with all the technologies we foresee for the project. So we have a ventilation system, we have a photovoltaic and solar thermal, for example, installed directly in this industrialized facade, all in the off-site production. And we arrive with this facade, so the insulation layer with all these technologies, and we install directly in the building. And we have a deep renovation, but with less time, less works on site, and less disturbance for the tenants.
So this is a real interesting approach, but did you already tested something?
Yes, we tested in our prototypes. So we have the prototypes of the facade with all the technologies, and we tested in our indoor laboratories and outdoor. Do you want to see?
Yeah, of course. Great. So here we are at the Outdoor Labs in Nurac Research, and what do we have here?
So here we have the mock-up of Infinite project that we test several solutions. As you can see here, we have like a BIPV kit, so a prefabricated facade with the photovoltaics attached to it. Is a glass colored photovoltaics that is really aesthetically integrated.
Yeah. And what about this black part?
So here we have like the solar thermal integrated system that integrates a metal sheet that collects the energy to produce hot water. And then on the lower part we have the green kit, so it's a ventilated facade attached to the industrialized envelope system that can really lower the overall temperatures around the facade.
Any further details regarding the testing of prefabricated components?
Yes, we have another integration of the ventilation system. So under this integration of the green facade, we have tested also the connection between different air ducts and different prefabricated panels to test the time of installation, and then in the other laboratory we tested the integration of the ventilation unit and all the performance of the system. So here we can see our climatic chambers, and we are testing now another project with two opaque facades. But in Infinite project, we tested our prototypes with the integration of ventilation unit with all the air ducts, and we had two integrations. One under the window with the integration of the ventilation unit under the window, and another one in the prefabricated balcony. So we tested the integration in a prefabricated parapet with the external integration of the ventilation unit. Is the integration we used in the real demo in Italy. So there we could test all the performance of the ventilation machine and all the air tightness of the facade and everything.
Yeah.
And did you adopt any specific solutions for Windows in the Infinite project?
Yes, indeed, we have several solutions. So let's go to check one. So basically, we have the Smart Window Kit that is focalized mostly on the glazing part and the shading part of the windows. We have a control hub that control all the shading system in order to avoid overheating inside the apartment, so to increase the energy efficiency.
So this is really interesting. Is it already possible to apply all these kits on a real building?
Yes, within Infinite, we are just moving now on the demonstration part. So we will see later on the application in real demo cases.